What's up, Falcons fans? Welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding the Atlanta Falcons. Today we are diving into the Atlanta Falcons Madden franchise, where we'll be taking this team to new heights. Strapped in with stars like Bijan Robinson, Drake London, and Michael Penix, we're set to soar. First up, let's talk about our standout running back, Bijan Robinson. This guy is an absolute beast on the field. With his elusive running style, explosive speed, and sheer power. Next, we have Drake London, our star wide receiver. London's ability to create separation and make contested catches is unmatched. And let's not forget, of course, our quarterback, Michael Penix. The young gunslinger has a cannon for an arm. Our expectations are sky high this season. We're not just aiming for a playoff berth. We have our sights set on the Lombardi Trophy. With our dynamic trio and solid supporting cast, there's no limit to what we can achieve. So let's jump into this. Michael Penix and the Atlanta Falcons leading to victory. Maybe drafting him on draft night wasn't the worst idea, but obviously giving $100 million to Kirk Cousins, they're biting the bullet for it. So first thing, we're gonna have to get some money on the board. Now that we're broke, we have no money. We have $100 million guaranteed to a guy that's not even gonna be on the roster. So we gotta first re-sign our guys. So let's go ahead and start and look at our salaries. Can we clean up some money? We need something. We can't go get any big free agents. Our defense is terrible. Our offense needs some help. Kirk Cousins, I mean, what are you going to do about that? $40 million cap number, negative 24.5 against you. Now, maybe we can trade him for a little pick just to get something off the books. Maybe somebody will take him, maybe to the Browns. I don't know. But looking around this roster, it's a solid little roster. It definitely needs some help. You've got superstar Bijan making some pretty cheap contract. You've got Drake London, who's young, 24 years old. Darnell's on an okay contract for now. Maybe next year we'll clean him up. We've got Rondell Moore going to free agency. McLeod's a solid little slot receiver. Kyle Pitts. What is the Kyle Pitts story? Is he going to be the number 4 overall pick that's a once-in-a-generation type tight end? Or is he going to be the tight end who can't run routes, who's lazy, and everybody hates him on the team? I don't know. Warner's a good blocker. Matthews is getting old, a little long in the tooth. Might be time to replace him pretty soon, but for $22 million a year, we'll keep him on. Bergeron's a young Canadian guy. We'll keep him. Dahlman's a free agent. Kind of helps us to sign him back. Not a lot of free agents out there that are centers. Not a lot of options. Lindstrom, one of the best, if not the best right guard in the league. For $22 million, we'll keep him. McGarry, that's one. We get 14.5 in savings back. That might be one we have to take. Onyemata, 10.5. We're going to go ahead and cut him. Saves us $10.5 million. That's an easy. Dorless is a young guy. Grady, that's a conversation we might have to have. Saves us 16.3 against the cap, taking him out. And really, he just is not the same guy that he once was. A lot of free agents on defensive tackle. Ebike's got 1 year left. Hasn't really developed. Caden's a solid guy. 6.75 to save him. Lamon's gone. Anderson hasn't developed. There's a lot of bad pieces on this defense. There's not a lot to do with it. Judon was a awful trade looking back in retrospect for a 3rd round pick. Did absolutely nothing. Letting him go. Terrell, pretty good corner. $20 million a year is a little much. Hughes is gone. Phillips 2 years left. Alford needs some corners. We got Jesse Bates, best free safety in the league, at $22 million. Simmons, 31 years old. Probably going to let him go. Not a lot to go. Kicker Koo, we might need to move on from him. He had a very bad year. The roster's not in a great spot. Let's be honest. It's not in a great spot. So let's take a look at who we might want to bring back. Drake London, we're going to go ahead and accept his option. That's an easy decision. Simmons wants 17 for 2 years. Dahlman, now for 7 a year, I'm okay giving him that. We'll give him a little 4-year deal. You know what? 5-year. We'll keep him until 31, see if he wants it. All right. Should we franchise for $14 million? No, I'm going to let him walk. The rest of these guys, nothing special. I feel like we could either draft somebody or we could maybe even sign some people in free agency for $33 million. Not great. And just like that, Kirk Cousins, the experiment is over. Adios, amigo. Sending him to the Browns for a 4th-round pick. Just anything to get him off the roster. He's not good for the psyche of Michael Penix. Penix is going to be over there throwing bombs, looking over the sideline for everybody to be excited, and Kirk is going to be mean mugging him. We're going to get that kind of negativity off the team. Sending him to the Browns should free up some money. Let's kind of take a look in free agency. Let's see what we can get. Can we improve this roster? Can we get something? It's not a great start. Tyron Smith, tackles, not really something that's going to help. Chubb, Wagner, Brent. Now, Khalil Mack's somebody that I would love to bring in. We have no money, so that would be a problem. We may got to release some people, but looking at some of these pieces, I mean, just a lot of old guys. I mean, not a lot of people are going to help us out too much. I mean, that's the benefit with the draft is you can draft young people, but the Falcons have a league low 5 draft picks this year. 5. That means 5 players are going to be added to the team. That's not going to help us. I mean, we've got to get younger. We've got to get better. We've got to get faster. Oh my goodness. Let's go ahead and clean this cap up a little bit. We need some money. Getting Kirk off of our books hurt us for sure. It definitely hurt us. But the benefit to that is next year our cap should be tremendously helped out by that. So let's go ahead and clean this cap up. Okay? We're going to have to make some hard decisions. I'm not happy about it. I don't enjoy cutting players. Maybe a little bit. Only if they're not very good. All right, let's go ahead and start. Oh, wow. Anyamata's gone already. Well, how did that work out? I have $70.9 million in cap penalties. That hurts to say. Grady, I'm sorry. We're going to have to do it, though. We're going to have to. I'm sure I could. Oh, yep. 16.3 to get back. We've got to do it. We've got to get younger. We've got to get better. Unfortunately, he just didn't have a very good year. It's nothing personal. It's nothing against him. We can't. We can't go with that. Looking at any money that we could free up. McGarry. That one makes me want to pull the trigger. I think I'm going to do it. Only reason I'm doing that is because we could go sign somebody in free agency for that same price that might be even a little bit better. Tough decisions. That's what we do around here. But that's okay. All right. So we've got a little more money. So let's go see if we can put some offers in. Oh, I'm looking to re-sign Dahlman. He already has 11 offers. No franchise quarterback. Oh, this one's going to hurt. I feel like he's going to leave. I mean, I'm not afraid to throw some money at somebody else, but that's a tough one. 26 years old, too. Still has time to develop. We're going to have to throw him some money. You know? I mean, with certain players, you just don't want to go. And he seems to be one of those guys. Oh, I don't know if that's going to be enough. He just doesn't want to play here. You know, I don't know if it's an issue with the offensive line coach. It could even be the GM. I'm okay taking a little bit of personal blame for this. Let's go ahead and up it to 5 years. Oh, it's not looking good. Yep. Oh, man. We're going to have to be looking for a new center. Franchise tag at $14 million. I just couldn't do it. I just could not do it. We're going to have to circle back to center. Maybe there's a replacement guy. Maybe there's a young guy for a year we could throw a little cash at. But going into the draft, needing to replace a center and a right tackle now, maybe wasn't the best move. Hickenstein, McGarry. See, he wants a little less money. So now maybe we could throw a little 2-year and drop the money down. And we may have saved a little cash for ourselves. Let's throw a little feeler out there. Maybe he wants to come back home. It was a little, hey, bye-bye, but hey, come on back. Don't leave too fast. Come on. Stay with us. Stick with us. And Michael Penix will take us to the promised land. All right, so these left ends, not great. It's not good. We got to get better on defense, but we don't have a lot of money. We only have 17.7 left. Ugh. This is rough. Milton Williams isn't the worst option. I mean, Chase Young would be nice. I'll throw a little money at Chase Young. Bring him in. We need a little pass rush. Got to throw a little more than I would probably like to, but hey, I would not mind bringing him in. Outside linebacker, we need something. We need somebody to cover. We don't have a lot of coverage options. There's just not a lot here. I mean, I could throw a one-year deal with these guys, but they're not going to want to come here, and I'm not going to want to go after him. Khalil Mack would love to bring him in, but at $17 million, we just don't have the money for that. We just don't. And he's probably got one more year, one more solid year at least, and I just can't do it. $6 million, we could throw the rest of our money at Christian Fulton to bring him in. He'd be a nice little corner option since we don't have anybody on the other side of Terrell. Free safeties, we're going to need to replace that at some point. Ugh. This is not good. This is really not good. You know what? Give me a shot at Fulton. I'll throw him a little something. Little 3-year deal. You know, a little how you doing. And that's all we can do right now, okay? It's going to be a tough year. It's going to be a tough first year. We don't have a lot of money. There's nothing we can do about it. I'm just going to sim and hope that our cap number is absolutely tiny. Smaller than it already is. Come on. Come on. That's not good. That's not good. That is not good. Did we sign anybody? Anybody? Just one. Just McGarry. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is an awful start. This is what I was afraid of. Oh, when you have no money, nobody wants to come to you. Oh, this is not good. At least I have my right tackle. My center's gone. Maybe could throw a short little deal to someone. Maybe a 1-year option. We could bring David Andrews. I'll bring him back home to Georgia. Come in for 1 year. I'll throw a little $5 million. It's not a great start. There's just not a lot of people we could go after that would be any good for us. I mean, I want to build through the draft, but we have no picks. Not the greatest start, you know? No, I can't do that. Release him to bring him back? You know, it's not the worst option. We still would have saved about $5 million. I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Middle linebackers, again, just not a lot out here. Especially if we're trying to do a whole youth movement. It's just not the way to go. We need to start stacking some checks up and maybe save a little money. Again, 27 to make Robertson. I don't hate it. I mean, just bad options. I mean, we could bring Hughes back on a 1-year deal, run it back. Just not exciting. Just not exciting. I need people to come to the stadium. I got to sell tickets. Nobody's going to come if we're giving up 100 points a game. I mean, safeties, this is just bad. I don't want any of these people. I don't want any of them. I mean, Rasul Douglas on a 1-year deal. I mean, I don't hate it. You know what? It's a 1 year. 1 year, throw him a little cash. We'll call it even. That's okay with me. And I tell you what, Grady, 1 year. Throw him the rest of our cash. All right. I don't know if he's going to accept it, but we're going to have to do it. That's all we got. That's all we can do right now. All right, so all of our free agent offers are on the table. Let's take a look, see if anybody signed with us. Did we? Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, we finally got some players. Russell Douglas, McGarry, Garrett, and Andrews. All old and over the hill, but we just got to fill some spots on this team. If we're going to make a playoff run year one, we need some veterans that can teach the young guys. All right, so at least we've got some pieces. We've got a lot of holes to fill, though. Let's go ahead and get to the draft. We have no more money. $30,000. Yikes. All right, let's scout some people. Let's see what kind of people we're looking at. We need defense. We need playmakers. All right, Cam Ward, Sanders. Okay, we're sitting at, I think, 15. So we're going to have to find some guys around that 15 mark that maybe could come over. Michael Williams would be a very nice pick. Put him on the edge. We need pass rush. Penix Jr., another one. Great. We're going to eventually do a lineman, but, I mean, we don't even have a third-round pick. I don't hate Starks right here. Maybe. I mean, Judkins, Burke. I think that's Scourton. I mean, there's some playmakers out here. If we can get, maybe even trade back, pick up a little day 2 pick, I mean, we could be moving and grooving. We just don't have a lot to work with right now. So, it's my favorite time of year. It is time for the NFL draft. Let's get some people in here. Let's build a unit. All right. Let's see. We'll keep an eye on the first handful of picks. I don't want to bore you guys. Cam Ward, first overall. Yep. They need quarterback play. Browns. They're going to go Sanders. So there's 2 QBs right off the board. That's good for us. We're going to push all the players that we need down the board to us. I hope 35 quarterbacks. Wow. And there goes Michael Williams already. Pick 3? Oh, that hurts. That's not good. That's not good. Abdul Carter's gone. See, this is where I would love to trade up for a Travis Hunter, but that's just not possible. We cannot afford to be doing that. All right, so here we are at pick 15. You can see Mason Graham just missed him, fell off the board. There were some good players in there, a lot of pass rushers, not good. But again, like I was saying, we need more picks. We have such a light roster and not a lot of draft picks. So let's take a look. We can get Kelvin Banks right here. It'd be a nice player. McMillan would be cool, but we don't need receiver. We need so much more than receiver. Starks is still available. We've got Walter Nolan. Deion Walker's there. We need pass rush. Sawyer. See, I'm okay moving back right now. I mean, there's nobody that would really jump off. The only one I would go for is probably Starks because he's got a round 1 talent. But, again, just doesn't jump off the board. So let's go see any trades that have been made to us. We need something to sweeten the pot. Future first isn't going to work. 24, a future second and third. It's a great trade, but, again, we need players for this year. That's not going to help us. 20, nope. 29, 61. That's a lot of picks, but that's a lot of picks next year. Another first, third, first. See, these are all for next year. 31, a future first, and a 5th. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. 31, a future first. That's great for the future, but it doesn't help us this year. Okay, we got a deal. We knew the Eagles were trying to trade up. I could have taken a 1 next year, but we need players this year. So I made a called up Howie. I said, listen, I would love your first next year, but I need something for this year. So he came back, gave me a second, a third for this year, third next year, but wanted my 4th round back. I said, we're going to go ahead and make that offer. We need depth. I know I could have taken a star player right there, but we need some depth. I am curious, though, who he traded up for. Who did he want? Is it somebody that I would have taken? McMillan. See, oh, man. The fact that I let the Eagles have McMillan. Oh, that could come back to bite. But again, we just need players. Unfortunately, we can't trade up. We need to trade back. We need as many players as we can get. So it's our time again on the draft board. Looking at who was taken, there's some great pieces that were taken. I'm a little worried right now. I'm not going to lie. I am a little worried. We need some players. We need some playmakers. Let's take a look at who we can go. Carson, again, Gianti. Starks is still there. That might be the other pick. We need safety. We need it. We got Justin Simmons that's gone. We need a safety that can take his spot. Other than that, I like Williams. I mean, there's Princely down the board a little bit. Not a ton of pass rushers. Landon Jackson, I wouldn't hate it. But when there's talent staring you in the face, you take them. You take them. B man coverage, B tackle, 4.33 40, elite speed, elite excel, 4.29 college pro day. I mean, ladies, we're looking at a superstar right now. Welcome the newest member to the team. 21 in true value, took him at 31. Scouting report is speed, speed, speed. Hidden dev, 96 speed. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, look at this. Look at this. This guy has superstar written all over him. Oh, that couldn't have worked out any better. See, that's the guy we could have taken at 15, but we traded back, got some more ammunition, and look at us, even better. That is the new Falcon way. So again, now we're picking here at 47. Wow, Gianti just went. That's a bit of a shocker. Especially a guy that's supposed to be like a top 12 pick. So again, running back, another safety, Mason Taylor. No, we need something of substance for this team. Kenneth Grant, I like it as a defensive tackle. Somebody that could really help us. Let's see if there's any speedsters out here. Elite speed or elite acceleration. Elite speed. There's a good amount of elite speed guys. Sonny Styles, Moore, Jalen Walker. Jalen Walker. That Jalen Walker. Is it a bit too early to take him right here? I mean, just adding him to the team could be a tremendous value. But again, he's sitting at that second, third round pick. I wonder if I could get him at the end of the second round. Part of me thinks we could. We need a big nose tackle. I would love Everett right there. Maybe even Jabbar Muhammad. But Kenneth Grant is staring me in the face. I mean, at 6'3", 339 pounds, we might have our nose tackle for the foreseeable future. Walker's there. I wonder, we may could even maybe trade up. I think we're going to have to go by the board right now. Kenneth Grant sitting there. We need somebody up the middle who can clog the holes. Pause. And here he is. Announce the pick, Roger. Look at him. Look. This is exactly how you wanted the board to work out. I mean, he's excited. I'm excited. I mean, this couldn't have worked out any better. 87 value. This could have worked out a lot better. But hidden dev, 74 speed, 82 excel. I mean, hidden dev, that's all that matters. 21 years old, big guy. He's going to win. He's going to win battles, and that's all we need. We don't need him to be the superstar. We just need him to be that guy. All right, so here we are, 63rd overall pick, and it looks like none of our guys that we were talking about went. I think we may still have our guy. Jordan Birch is sitting there. He could be a nice pick as well. CCC, 23 years old, a little bit older, 4'8", 4'7", 4. Solid speed. No, not what we're looking for. Not what we're looking for. Kobe Bryant, RIP. He's sitting here, 6 foot, 170 pounds. But I would be remiss if we did not. Oops, Shamar Stewart too. We may have to double up a little bit. But again, I digress. We'd be remiss if we did not bring Georgia's own Jalen Walker, running a 4.47 elite speed, great acceleration to the team. We're bringing him on. Welcome aboard to the team. 101 true value, 63. But again, hidden dev, 90 speed, 88 excel, coming off the edge. Even if he's not where he is, we hired new defensive coaches. We've got to develop these people. I love the pick. All right, so here we are back at pick 77. We got another pick and just 2 picks, so we can really get a little more talent right here. Let's take a look. We still got Trey Harris. We could add a little deep threat. Jordan Birch is still there. Kobe Bryant is still there. You know, Sonny Styles, we need another coverage linebacker. He might be a nice little fit to the team. Obviously, QB you don't need. Receiver, I mean, it's always good to add speed. We need speed, but really not a lot of options. I mean, it's not a big need. Tight ends, Again, Pitts, I'll give him another year. Lineman, it's just not a pressing need at the moment, and there's really nobody that's jumping off the board. You could bring another D-end in. Got our D-tackle. I mean, Styles, he's jumping off the board to me. Sometimes you see names that you just want to go get. But honestly, the fact that Brian is still here, good speed, great excel, don't really love the intangibles. But sometimes you just need playmakers on your team, and the intangibles will follow. I mean, let's see his attributes. What is he? A B catching, B man, D zone. I don't love the zone coverage. But a lot of B is going to play man. We're just a man defense. So maybe I don't hate it. Jalen Husky is another one. 6'1", B man, C zone. Great speed, or great excel, good speed, elite agility. I think it's gonna have to be between those two. Do I want the cool name, or do I want a guy that's a dog? You know what? Sometimes go with your gut. Don't think about it. Just rip it off like a Band-Aid. 21 years old. Come on down. 44 in true value. 77. Normal dev, but that's okay, because if he balls out like I know he will dev up. That's not going to be a problem. That's not going to be a problem. Now, if Sonny Styles goes next, I won't be too happy. And with that said, he's available. So just like that, our team is quickly ascending. 21 years old, 6'4", 235, 4'4", elite speed, great excel. I mean, this is a guy that was built in a lab. He's just a guy that was built in a lab. I mean, 167 true value. Don't love that. 79. But again, hidden dev, 90 speed, 88 acceleration. I mean, this is boding up to be one of the greatest drafts. I mean, my goodness. Pick 98 now. I mean, we just have pick after pick. This is great. So again, we could go guard, get another corner, D-tackle. Horton's there. Go receiver, Melvin Smith Jr., Josiah Stewart. I mean, we could go receiver. I don't hate going receiver here. Squirrel White, we could get some speed. That's always a nice little addition. Corner. I mean, there's a lot of options we can take. I love looking at Combine, but I don't know why. It just doesn't matter. Oh, I mean, my goodness. Squirrel White, 4.29. That's tough. I mean, elite excel, elite speed, elite change of direction. I mean, he's screaming that he wants to be on our team. These are the kind of players we want. But would I be crazy to take him? Absolutely. And I know I can't do that. That would be absolutely stupid. But we're taking him anyways. Squirrel White, welcome to the team. I mean, 97 true value, 98. That's perfect. Speed burner, normal dev. Don't love that. But guess what? 98 speed, 94 excel. We got our new slot receiver. Sorry, McLeod. So here we are, round 4, pick 15. We could still get a game changer. I mean, it's crazy just how many picks we have. And I don't mind it. I mean, we've got time. Let's kind of look around. Let's go shopping a little bit. Let's look at the physicals. Any elite speeds, tight end, safety. I mean, that's a good one. Elite speed, strong safety. We don't really need another safety, but we could play him in the slot. But again, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. 6'3", marginal. Nope, not doing that. Another corner, great excel. I mean, when you get into 4th round territory, there's not going to be a lot of great things. I don't hate taking a safety. I mean, that's crazy to say. We could also go with Jayshon Barham. Good speed. He's young, I like it, but I can't with that marginal speed. He would hardly play. Can we? I mean, A hit power, A tackle, not great zone coverage. I don't love D, but dude's just a baller. You know what? We're gonna take him 6'3". I mean, if he plays, he plays. If he doesn't, it just is what it is. 103. Hidden development, 94 speed, 88 excel. Oh my goodness. This is just this is a dream come true. So it is draft recap time. It is time to see how we did. I mean, that was a pretty successful draft. We drafted the first 4 rounds, send the rest. They picked up a 64 and a 63, and that is exactly why you don't let them draft. 76 I love, 71 70, 73 68, 70 70. Not the greatest. I'm not jumping for joy over those numbers. It's, you know what though? We're young. We're young. That's all that matters. I like it. I think that's a great building block. I think this team will slowly get better week after week. We just have to play the young guys. We've got to play the young guys. These old 35-year-old players that are slowly regressing, we got to get rid of them. We got to build them. We just have to set up our lineup a little bit. We've already got upgrades. See, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and set this up. So we know Penix at QB. That's an easy one. He's going to be starting. We've got Robinson and Algier with McClellan on the back. We've got London, Mooney, McLeod. Let's go ahead and add Squirrel in there. We got to get him speeding through the system. He'll grow. He's going to grow with us. Tight end, we got Pitts, Warner. Okay, so I left in. We're going to have to play somebody of value. I guess we're going to go with Rook. He's young. Doorless. Nope. Grady. Am I going to play him right there? Kind of want Grant. He is going to have to play. We're going to have to get these people good quick. London. Get... What? No. What? Get out of here. Grady. Okay, I like it. I like it. At outside linebacker, Ebikadi. I don't mind it. Middle linebacker. Let's get Bertrand out of there. Evans out of there. Styles. We're going to play him. You know what? We're going to have him be the starting middle linebacker. He's going to grow. Malone. Leave me Malone. Walker. He's going to play in there. You could start Trice, but we're not. Corner. Let's get Douglas in there. Let's go ahead and get Husky up there. Well, Phillips is going to draw back. Husky. Put a little Terrell Douglas. Husky. Mix. We got Bates at free safety. Let's get Helms out of there. We're going to throw Starks in. We're going to have Nick be the backup. He can actually back up both sides. I mean, I like it. This team's come together. We're young. We're not good. We're not going to make the playoffs. Unless something miraculous happens. Let's get Squirrel in there. Let's get somebody else a little faster. We can have McLeod. That's fine. Grant, again, take him out. Squirrel, put you in there. Kick off. Yep. Long snapper. Okay, that's fine. Nope. Nope. I changed my mind. Third down. Yep. Power. Yep. Slot receiver. Slot receiver is going to be... Let's throw Squirrel in there. Left end. Ebikadi. No, I want Walker in there. I may throw him on the other side. Okay, Ebikadi. I don't mind that. And then a D tackle. We're going to have Grant start with Rook. Put Grady in there. He's old. He can teach him. Sub linebacker. We're going to have Styles in there. Maybe starting with Ellis. Third string. Third whatever. Slot corner. This one. I'm going to put Nick there. And we can have Husky back him up. And we're set. Just like that. We are set. Our lineup is set. We're going to be moving on to the regular season. All right, so here we are, week 1. We've already got upgrades. Let's go see what players are developing fast. Because the faster they develop, the better we're going to be. And already Jalen Walker has 3 upgrades. I told you guys. He's going to move fast. Hidden develop. Speed rusher. Oh my goodness. He's going to be so fast. I got to fix their numbers up, make them look good. But, what a start, though. What a start. +3? His finesse is already up to what? 75, 90 speed linebacker. He's going to grow. He's just going to grow. Squirrel White is already up +2. We're going to add to deep threat. We're going to throw him long balls. He's going to open up the offense. Bijan is sitting there. He's like, all right, I got 1,400 plus yards. I need somebody to take the top off the defense. Squirrel White says, I've got it. I'm going to take the ball and I'm going to run with it. And I believe him. Bijan, look, already up to a 91. Pitts is growing. Starks is going up. Everybody's getting better fast. And that was preseason. We're not even at the regular season yet. But I'm not one of those coaches who's not going to let my team grow. I'm not going to let them sit on the bench and watch preseason. No, we're going to play. We're going to get out there and we're going to play. Look at this. Everybody's growing already. It's quick. You didn't know it was going to happen that fast until it did. And here we are. The amount of hidden development players. This is going to be a scary team fast. And I'm not saying it, but we might make a playoff run. All right, so here we are, week 1. We're starting off the season against the Washington Commanders. Let's go ahead and set our season goal. Let's go ahead and set it. Where do we realistically think we're going to be in year 1? With Penix leading at the helm. I would love to go ahead and say win the Super Bowl. I would love it. But I'd be lying. I think if we can make the playoffs, I think I'll be happy. I think we'll be happy. I believe, but I'm not sure how fast it's going to happen. So let's go ahead and simulate to week 3, where we can start re-signing our players and see where we're at. So here we are, week 3. We are 1-1. We lost week 1. We came back with a great victory for week 2. It's not the worst start, but we're going to build on it. We've got 11 players as of now with $91 million in cap space to re-sign. Do we want to go with Kyle Pitts, or do we want to run it back? He's still 24'6'6", 246 pounds. I think we could still build with him. Algier, we're going to have to let him go. We've got Bijan. We can't really afford to pay a backup running back $4.5 million. Ebiketie wouldn't be bad to bring back. I do feel like we could maybe get better. Douglas is going to go. Ellis is going to go to free agency. McLeod. A lot of these guys I just don't plan on bringing back. They're just at the old age of almost retirement. We got to get younger. So Pitts is definitely one of those guys. I don't mind giving him a long-term deal. I think he's going to get better. I think he's going to get better fast. And we've got him locked in for the next 7 years. Still with $78 million to go. Ebiketie, I would throw him a short-term, maybe $5 million around there. I know he's probably not going to accept it, but yeah, I'm just not worried about it. I think we can get better. He's already 26, 75. The rest of these people, we're going to let him go. We're going to let him go because we need to get younger. I can't preface that enough. I know I've said it 1,000,000 times. I'm going to say it 1,000,000 more times. So let's go ahead and get to midseason and see where we're at. All right, so we're at the midseason point, and we are 1-5. That is not an incorrect statement. That does say 1-5. We somehow lost 34-3 to the Cardinals. Not good. Not good. Let's at least see what upgrades we can get. Okay, we've got a couple of people. We can bring Bijan up to a 92. Drake London up to a 90. Starks. Okay, not a lot. Not a lot of growth. Not a great start. Halfway through the year, how are we not doing good? That's a problem. Let's look at the stats, see how we're doing halfway through. Oh, 29th in passing yards and 29th in passing touchdowns. Bijan's 29th as well. What is happening? This is not good. This is awful. 398 yards. Oh, man, this is not good. Not a good start. Okay, let's check in at the end of the year and see how we did. So here we are at the end of the year, and as you can see, we went 5-12. That's not a good start. But guess what? We're fresh. That dead money from Kirk Cousins is officially off the books now. Now that we had our first season, we can go into the offseason. We can reload the team. We can actually load it for the first time because we've got some money to spend. So let's kind of look about how the year went. 27th in passing yards for Penix, 23rd in touchdown, 26 touchdowns. We've got to get improved. He's going to work in the offseason, though. Bijan, 935 yards and 3 touchdowns. Mooney over the 1,000-yard mark. Squirrel in his first year, 748 with 7. We can work with that. 105 tackles for the rookie. How many sacks? Anybody get any good sacks? 5 sacks for Ebiketie. Not good. We need more pass rush. This is abysmal. I mean, my goodness. 2 interceptions for him, 2 for him. This is bad. This is really bad. Let's see if we finish with any awards in the year. There's no way we got anywhere close to an MVP or Coach of the Year, but that's okay. Okay, nobody. Defensive, nothing. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Squirrel finished 5th. Defense, Stark finished 3rd. We had a couple of players finish here. Grant and Walker and Nick. QB, nothing. Running back, nothing. Not a lot of awards. It was a bad year. It was a down year. But we're going to have a good draft pick now. That's at least what it means. Is next year we can officially push all of our chips in and we can go all in. Well, that's disappointing. But that's okay. We're young. We're going to get better. Let's at least see. Maybe we had some dev ups. Let's take a look at our lineup and see if anybody from our rookie class is going to be that one special player that takes us to the next level. So Penix is still star. Bijan moves up to X Factor. That'll be big for us the next year. London superstar. All right, so we've got some pieces at least. Defensively, Starks is a superstar. Terrell's superstar. The rest are stars, and that's okay. Bates is still X Factor. We've got him for a couple more years until he probably starts to go down. But at least we know what we're working with. So we've got some pieces. I think we're going to have the 3rd pick in the draft. So Season 2 will be epic. Don't forget to check it out, and we'll see you in the next episode.